Undisputed champ, the motherfucker straight out of Cleveland, 216, the heavyweight champ of the world. You already know what the world. Bully drill. I 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 already know what the world. For you, bully. Come on. Let's go.
It was 30 at the Warrensville, back to Douglas Road. Caught the Rita up to Forest Hill. Y'all already know. Cop the switchers with my drone. The homie Nate had it roll. Puffing down till it's a road. Inhale the smoke and let it go. I was 17, fresh up out the house. The shit was heavenly. Relationships ain't shit no more. I played her like a melody. That's word to Billy Bellamy. I done waited for this shit. I done almost caught a felony. Ain't that about a bitch? I ain't rich, but I'm on my shit. My filet mignon is lit. My angels anxious, shipping dangerous. This is the story of the boy that lived. Life enjoy like how I did. Brian Kilfoyle is who I is, but Bully Drills is who I be. The man that is standing here right in front of me. Put my heart in this. Chain down, my people want no part of this. Fuck the politics. Sitting high, I ain't talking parliament. Maybe it's me, maybe it ain't. Maybe a kid can make a dream come true, or maybe I can't. Nah, fuck that motherfucker, keep on ballin'. Reach new heights just to keep on falling. 5 steps forward, 10 steps back. Feel like bone thugs on an 8 contract. Haters on my neck, but I really fight back. These nights long, I stand 5'7", but my light is tall. Am I really only here cause I'm white and all, or is it more than that? Maybe you should get a dollar, more distractions, making poor decisions, turn metamorphosis habits. But I ain't really feeling that, my lord. I ask him to pay more attention to my contorted passions. Just a bully fortified by older rappers. Locked up orders, can afford to pass him. To step on the brakes, now I'm floored faster. It's epitome of sin, behold the rapture.
Yo, check.
Live with wavyduder, live on youtube.com and Twitch and kick.com. What's up, Wavy? What you doing?
My
What you
guy.
up to?
What's going on? What's life like? Long time?
Life's great, man. Long time no see, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. We go back. I can't wait to tell the people
Back longer than I even remember.
Yeah, back longer than most of my relationships to this day.
Yeah, so we were just listening to Bully Drill's Roots off the project you guys dropped earlier this year, Epitome of Sin. But we can get
Yes,
into whatever
sir.
you're trying to get into. You start off the journey.
Man, we can start with that record. That was a fun one. That was one of my most recent projects. As you know, I watched Bully's thing with you. That was super tight. That's how I knew you were doing this. I was like, dude, I got to get on this because, I mean, to support a guy who lived down the street from me a quarter of my life, you know.
I was a
like,
little
I gotta
kid.
get up on here for sure.
I was super little kid back then.
Bro, it's so crazy, man. We both were though. I was a little punk at Bexley Park, and and we were down the street. I used to party at your crib all the time.
Yeah, with my sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Shout out.
Right,
Good
shout out.
times. But yeah, the Bully record, man. I met Bully through some mutual friends, and we were just I saw something on the gram of his with he was doing the Crib Collective stuff, and he dropped this like teaser video, and I was like, yo, this shit's crazy. Like, I gotta hit this dude up. I gotta work with this dude. DM'd, and we talked for like 2 months, and then I got stuck in travel and limbo, and then I came home, and I was home for a while, and I hit up, and he was like, yo, let's get together, pull up. and he lived with my boy Gray, so it was like me and Gray had some other stuff we were doing, so I was like, might as well, you know. And pulled up, and the first day I think we did. I'm trying to think what was the name of it. Can you pull up that track list? I know I could if I see it.
Roots, Smoke
The
Broncos, Feel Alive, Euphoria, and Schizo.
Euphoria. Euphoria was the first one I think that we did, and it was just from there. It was on, you know.
Yeah, I told
I thought,
Bully what I liked about this project was just felt like a throwback, you know, just like not a lot of people making music like this these days, you know, or at least that I'm aware of, you know, where it's just like the raps, fire, like beats, you know, just flowing over the songs.
yeah, a
More
lot of
hip hop.
sample heavy stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
old hip hop, boom bap, stuff that I know that, you know, for a fact that was going on, you know, early Dipset, early Locks, early stuff like that growing up, you know. And I go back to my favorite producers who are like Just Blaze, Timberland, Pharrell, like stuff like that, where everything was just super sample heavy in the beginning. So that's where that inspiration came up. I was like, look, I want to make a record that sounds like Good Kid, Mad City, but from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And he was on board. He was completely down and caught the concept quickly, and it turned into one song that we were gonna do turned into a whole project. So
Yeah, I bumped this project a lot. I probably all the views on YouTube. They definitely don't add up right. I don't know what goes on with like this YouTube playlisting shit. Like every time people put their music on YouTube, I swear it's not right or accurate.
dude, the analytics sometimes because I run a marketing company. Me and my boy FaZe Jackson, we run a marketing agency called the Creative Kids that we go public with in July, and we looked at some of the analytics of our last couple clients, and some of it was just like, really, you know. And then there's others that are like, yeah, that makes sense, you know, majority of the time. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because I swear I've listened to this song more than 10 times. Just me. Well,
Right.
maybe it's by like IP address or something, you know, getting the unique views or
I
something.
think they pay attention to that more than ever. You know, Google has a ton of bots that are super on it all the time.
What
So
you think about that? I've seen a bunch of videos going viral talking about people getting bots for their Spotify's and all their playlists and stuff. Like you think that's that really prevalent? Is like people are making it out to be, or it's just some kind of viral thing people are talking about?
I'll say this: coming from a little bit of the inside of the industry for a while, for like at least the last 8 years of my life, seeing it from the highest levels down to the lowest independent. Um, I think over the last couple of years, more than ever, you've seen artists the fake it to make it, you know, idea of what music is happen a lot more. And then once people started to figure out that you can buy streams and stuff like that, obviously the 6ix9ine situation brought a lot of that to light. Where he was pissed he wasn't on Billboard, and you know, a lot of labels do it. I'm not gonna sit here and be a gatekeeper. Labels do it.
Right.
I
mean, yeah, like you
it
find
happens to your
crazy
favorite
music.
artist.
Crazy music with lots of plays, like you know no one's heard that song. And even like
No
I think
one
like
heard that.
TikTok too, like the views they tell you get, it's fake. Like I think they buy you the fake plays on that platform. Like your shit'll go up, but like I feel like it's bots, you know, like it's just so random. If you've ever like you'll have like nothing, then all of a sudden like 1,000 come in, you're like, where'd those come from? I don't know if you're too
Yeah,
familiar
you're
with that
what
platform or
really
like Reels or anything, like YouTube
yeah.
Shorts. And that's like a big way, like music. I feel like the last, I don't know, couple years, that seemed like more of the wave to like get on or like get your music out there is through short clips and like hooks and content rather than, you know, like when we were younger, it was like SoundCloud and DatPiff and YouTube, like actual music videos. Now it's like you're standing
Yeah.
you promote your song every day, once a day for 365 days, like just in front of your phone, you know, sometimes it catches, sometimes it doesn't, you know?
for some people it's what it takes though. It's like, you know, everyone's these days is big on the whole put your 10,000 hours in, you know.
Yeah.
And that this type of situation that we're talking about with the fake streams and the fake plays and all that stuff, like you just don't need it these days. And I understand when people feel like they do because that's what society makes us do. They make us feel like we got to keep up with other people, and I get it either which way. But you know, with me or anybody that I'm working with, I'm always upfront about it from the beginning, whether you're just starting out, so whether we're all the way up top. I don't want anything to do with it if you're fucking with fake streams.
Yeah.
Because it messes up our money when you're taking back end deals, and then we got to audit the labels, which takes forever, and it's like,
Or it's like just something
well,
you don't want your name to be attached to. Like you know what your songs usually get, and then all of a sudden one's got like 10,000, 30, a million, like just not adding up. And like, you know, you're like, what do you do? Call out the artists you work with? Like, why you do that, man? Like,
right, and then you burn a bridge, and then you're blackballed, and then you got to deal with the hearsay, and it's like, you know, the bottom line is this, and I've been preaching this, and I'll preach it more once my company comes out, and once people start understanding what me and my partner Faze have going on, is that you gotta market your songs just as much as you paid for the studio time or paid for the video or paid for the beats
yeah,
or did whatever you need to do feature wise or whatever it is. You have to pay for marketing.
right.
You have to. It's like it
It's
should
a
be
part. It's a
second
part
nature.
of it, man. It's like if you're doing any kind of business, you got to market yourself,
That
and it's
there's no
not
point of
cheating.
doing it.
There's no,
Right.
you know, there's a difference between like marketing and like, oh, I'm gonna buy these like 20,000 Twitter followers, and like, you know, that's not
Right.
marketing. You know, that's
Right. And then when you do that though, like people are like, oh, my boy works for Empire or my boy works for Sony Atlantic or whatever it is, and he knows somebody. Those people are gonna go look at your shit and immediately know what time it is. That's what they get paid to do.
yeah.
So there's no hiding it, you know?
Right, because I mean, you could probably really tell if someone genuinely has a buzz or if it's all just like cooked up.
Right.
They're cooking the
Right.
books.
And like I said, it happens all the way at the top. Our favorite artists that we listen to our favorite local artists. It happens all the
Oh
time,
yeah,
you
like
know.
dudes that buy their own albums. Like I'm sure, like why wouldn't you?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, just
I
you
know
like
people that do shows that buy their own tickets and sell it out just to sell it out.
yeah, right.
You know,
But
I
then like
won't
what
name
you got to
names,
at least give
but
the tickets out so it doesn't like get sold out and then no one's there, right?
that's what I'm saying. Right, right. They just want, but they do it because they want the sold out
Yeah,
name. You know, and it's like it's the same shit with streams. You know, everybody wants the easy come up, but you got to put your work in, man. You know, you didn't get to where you are, or I got to where I'm at with faking it. You can't cut corners on this
yeah.
shit.
And it's
You
like
can't.
you're building up your skill the whole way along. Like when it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. You know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
at least for
Agreed.
me, that's how it's always been. Like not chasing like certain things, you know, just doing what I wanted to do with music, you know, 100% of the way. Cause like I don't know, that's just like with my goals, with what I do. I just like doing it my way or the highway.
That's fine. And you know what? That's a lot of people, but at least you're not scared to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like that.
So I see on your Instagram here you got this overdue song. I'm gonna spin that, and then you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. You want to spin it first, or do you want to? Is it playing right now?
Yeah, I'm about to play it right now.
Can we talk over it, or
Yeah,
will
we
it
can
mess
talk
up?
over it. Yep. I got it like half volume.
So, I did a album with my best friend, who Faze Jackson. We did an album back in 2019, 2020, right? I think it was right after the big wave of staying in your house and COVID. But we did this album called Centennial, and it got a lot of buzz, and we did a lot of cool stuff with it. And you know, that was like our first introduction to each other. So you know, we've been rocking with each other ever since. And we recently were working with a bunch of artists with our company that we didn't go public yet, but we were working with a bunch of artists, and we were driving one time. I think we were in Florida or something, and we're driving on our way to the studio, and he's like, "Bro, we got to get back in and lock in." And I'm like, "Bro, say less." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready. Like, but let's do it different. Let's lock in and like let's go from scratch. I don't want to bring any beats to the table. Let's go in there and make it organically. And he had this whole vision for it, and we got some cool stuff coming out soon. But this is the first one that we did for 2023 that we hot dropped a couple weeks ago. I like it. I like the vibe of where it's at. I like where it's going for him directionally. I think it's more of a matured version of him than Centennial. I know you've listened to like Escape and Mad and all the other ones from Centennial. This is like version 2 of that evolution.
I'm actually not really too hip to Phase as an artist. I've always more so known him as an engineer, you know?
Yeah.
But like this shit was on fire, you know? Sound like a good song. And the one I pulled up before sounded like a good song too. The one called Escape.
Yeah. A lot of people know him as engineer. He started out at Bulkley.
Yeah. Is that place still open? I don't even know.
Oh no, they sold the building.
Yeah.
No.
Did they move somewhere?
No, I think they just sold everything off and they got done with it and they chalked it up. Which is fine, you know, it happens.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
he went to Spider, and then
okay.
I know he still works out of Spider, and you know, it's like the guy's such a good engineer that it's hard to find his own time to write his own records because he's so busy doing records for other people and writing records for other people. You know, the guy had a publishing deal when he was like 22 or something like that.
And it's like crazy.
The guy's been in the industry for so long. Yeah,
a lot of people have their you know, their seeds up in the industry, and like you just have no idea. Like there's just so many things you can do with music, just from making little sounds and selling them, or making Foley, or doing music videos, or movies, or writing. You know, there's a lot of lanes for people. Not everyone's got to be like a superstar, you know?
Right. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, it's good to be multifunctional, you know, and I feel like that's with him, he's like a chameleon, you know.
Yeah.
From graphic design to photography to video to marketing to engineering, it does it all. The only thing he doesn't do is producing, and he just started making beats now too. So it's like I'm out of a job pretty soon. So, because I know once he figures that shit out, it's over with for me because he's just so smart.
Well, that's like really common these days. You know, more and more. Well, he was an engineer first, but more and more artists are leaning into learning production and engineering themselves, or at least recording themselves. You know, because it's just the studio has become so accessible, where you can get a nice interface, okay mic, and it'll sound good. Like the sound standards for popular music isn't like super high, you know. You need a nice beat, and you need it to be mixed pretty, like, all right, you know. There's plenty of songs that go viral or like, you know, come out that don't really sound that great, you know.
Yeah.
But like, and I don't mean like it's a bad song, it's just like, you know, it's not like some, I don't know, you're not like blown away by the actual production quality. It's just like, you know, it's kind of like grunge music back in the day. You had like people who really liked rock music, and it was like really glamorous and shit. And then in the 90s, these dudes just like hit the guitars on 10, like made their records loud as fuck, and didn't care that if people didn't like it, you know?
Yeah, 90s grunge changed the game. And I feel like it's an evolution, but I like what you said about, you know, the viral stuff and people not, for us as in the industry and producers and engineers and creatives alone, it's hard for me to gravitate towards some of these viral songs just because it's just shoved down your throat, you know. And it's tough for me to have a second to really get my own opinion off because everyone's just like, oh, this is it.
What song
you have to accept it? Like,
what song you think they shoved down most down our throat this year in 2023?
Oh wow!
Because you know that one year was that Coldplay song, that I Used to Rule the World song, Vida La Vida.
I Used to Rule the World. It ruined it for me because I'm still a huge Coldplay fan from back in the day, but Um, this year, I mean, that Coley Ray,
Which one?
is that how you pronounce her name?
Yeah, I think
Cole
it's
Leroy?
what, Kid Leroy or Coy Leray?
Coy Leray. That one she did, Apple Bottom Make 'Em Wanna Bite.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty
I think that
viral
one was a
too.
little bit shoved toward me, but she's a great artist, don't get me wrong. I know some of her team, and don't
That's like
don't come at me.
it's just funny, like that's like the like I recognize that, but I couldn't tell you anything else. Like, so I feel like artists have to deal with that these days, where like you're not even a song or a one hit wonder anymore. You're like three lines of your verse wonder, like a beat hit and a single word wonder, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like they take your song and they speed it up, throw another beat on it, then you go viral and get found out for a totally different reason than anything you intended. Like,
You know what I find too? I find that remixes are going viral without the artist's permission a lot more too,
mm-hmm.
and I don't
Oh
know if
yeah.
that's ever gonna be a problem with TikTok because of the way, as long as you have your legal right, it won't matter who does it, but a lot of those people don't.
Yeah, I
So
was reading an article about like the someone with the TikTok music, and it was sounding kind of fried, like the way that they would pay it out, even if it was like your
yeah,
actual content. Yeah, well, it's so easy, bro. Like you just make like a video and you put anything on there. If it goes crazy, the sound just links back to you. And I was wondering that because so many people are like, taking like cowbell 808 music and throwing it over like any song, just like mixing them together, throwing them out there, like. And a lot of these songs that are getting popular are like versions without permission that are like remixes, and the artist might not even know for a long time, especially if they're not on that platform.
right, and it takes a minute for these teams to catch up, and it's like, you don't wanna have to be constantly looking over your shoulder on TikTok to see if your shit's going viral elsewhere, you know? I
But
saw this shit.
but at the same time, it's like, people are listening to your music, so it's kind of like a catch 22. Like,
Yep,
it's like
it
they
all is.
like it. Just hopefully that person, if they are getting paid, they'll split it off with you.
Yeah, it all is a catch-22, even going back to the fake stream stuff. If your shit has a million fake streams and that one person clicks on it and they know it's not real, but they still wanna work with you because they hear the song, it worked. So
Yeah,
it's like, you look fugazi for a little bit and then
like
it
renting
worked.
jewelry and
Mhm,
fake
mhm,
trips, and people do that in every
mhm.
type of game though. It's not just rap. It's like the when you're on the internet selling courses or whatever people got going on, whatever thing they're trying to get people to get into. Like this, they use social media to like sell it. They're marketing themselves in a way, you
Yeah,
know.
it's all selling, all of it,
And it's
all of
like
it.
it's like sad though, because like when social media came out, it was like express yourself. But a lot of times people have become like an ad, like you're constantly an
Ooh,
advertisement. You got to like think about everything you post in that lens rather than just like I'm free, I'm doing me. It's like if I post this, like could affect my brand negatively, like
it's a
that
good
was that
point
was always
too.
tough with
Yeah,
me wanting to do music, like cuz it just made me think too hard about it. Like if I was going to be a rapper, like an artist, like there's a lot of weight that comes with that, especially if people like begin to like you or you get popular. And then it's like you start to, lose yourself and become this other thing. So that's why I really never wanted to like get like push my music that hard. I always want to be like more a behind the scenes person and help other people, with like whether it's engineering or beats or teaching or building experiences, stuff like that, rather than being like a famous rapper where, people care about what you think and the agendas you have and your imagery and whether you're just an artist, you just want to create. Like, I don't like to have to
that's
be
it.
concerned with all that. If I want to get
That's all I
edgy
wanna
or
do.
chill, like that's on me. It's not some greater thing.
Yeah. I've had my moments where I thought about wanting to be an artist too on some of the songs that I write, and I'm just like, same thing as what you just said. It was like, I don't want what comes with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm happy in my little, my little nook of life and behind the scenes. And if you know what I've done before, cool. If you don't, I don't care. you know.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna play another one of these songs here.
Yeah, what you got up next?
Oh, we're gonna play this song by Freshie called "Can't Even Care."
My guy, Dirty. This one was fun. This was me pretty much just like every time we saw each other, it was like, yo, I gotta get in the studio. We have to. And I sent him this record, and I didn't hear back for like a couple months. And then his manager at the time, I don't think he's with him anymore, hit me back and was like, yo, he's about to cut to this. And then he FaceTimed me and was like, yo, we got one. And I was like, all right, let me hear it. And I heard it. I was like, oh, it's out of here. Yeah, this one's fun.
But fuck it, you know we can share. Yeah. In love with the money, a love affair. No, we not the same, no, you cannot compare. Nigga be hating, you know I'm aware. Say one word, nigga, then I declare. Shawty gon' sit on my dick like a chair. These diamonds on me, they gon' glisten and glare. Double my cup, then my vision impaired. I lost the top of the roof, I'm like, where? Yeah. Counting that money, we do that shit often. Counting that money, that shit get exhausting. I'm out of traffic like deer when it's crossing. Shorty a freak, don't leave me like frosting. Walk in the bank and the money start talking. President's dance on my pocket, a coffin. Yeah. Pulling that coupe like who is this? Pulling no roof, it don't exist. I press one button, that bitch is too trick. I think I'm the shit, not a nigga, he pissed. Them bullets gon' hit like a nigga with fists. Might fly out of town, so I can't even trip. Yeah. Really, I can't even care. Yeah. Money we count everywhere. Yeah. I put that cash in the air. Yeah. Hop in the coupe and go there. Yeah. Niggas gon' hit, they gon' stare. Yeah. But fuck it, you know we prepare. Yeah. You not on my circle, you square. Yeah. She like the shit that I wear. Yeah. I'm with the gang, so beware. Yeah. That stick got a drum like a snare. Yeah. Razor gon' aim at his hair. Yeah. These bitches, they come by the pair. Yeah. But fuck it, you know we can share. Yeah.
But yeah, I get you.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure you knew. All right,
Yeah.
so that was the song "Can't Even Care" by Freshie, produced by wavyduder. Kind of went over that record a little bit during the beginning. Yeah,
Is
dude.
there a chat? Is there a chat with people in it?
Yeah, there's a chat, but you know, it's not really going on right now. It's all good.
Okay.
I mostly
see
do
that.
these. I do these live, and the goal usually I upload it later. So like,
Is the
you know.
post? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, and like if the live part ever goes more than it does, but it's
I
really
love that.
it's like a VOD anyway, so it just at least it's saved, a little practice, you know, doing my thing.
Yeah, I love that you're doing this.
I
don't
thought you
know
were
if I
coming
told
here
you.
today because I got the camera and stuff ready, but
Yeah,
like I like online too. It's easy, you know. In person, there's
I
a whole
love this.
setup and shit.
Yeah, I love this. I would obviously love to see you, and I'm sure we're gonna link up after this. And I definitely want to cook up. That's one of the things I've always wanted to do with us. And we know so many mutual people that we've both done records for, and like the early Cassidy King stuff and like stuff like that. Like
Unreleased songs going crazy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've both done records for the same people and never linked yet. So I think that'll be.
I
That's
got
one
the
of my
drum
goals.
set here too. I've been working on like alternative music, but I gotta play the drums, and I'm like, all right, the drums, you know.
Yo, totally down.
I'm
Totally
like,
down for some alt music.
I'm like the Dollar General Meg White, you know. You know, it's already like, you know, you get called her. It's one thing, which I think she's better than people give her credit for. Like, you don't get to that level of success in an actual band making like live music if you're not talented. But
Yeah,
like, yeah, you know, I can do enough to
I
make the
just
song
watched
okay.
I just watched something on TikTok. My boy Modson, the guy asked him on a podcast, said top 10 drummers or something like that, and he put Meg White on there.
Yeah, I mean, they like her style is very simple, but like it's very cool. Like you can play simple drums and it's gonna sound like ass. Like, you know, as a drum player, like it's not just like hit it and it sounds good. Like you have a groove or like a pocket, and when you play with somebody, if you're jamming with somebody, it's like that feel. Like not everybody that can even play drums good can play with another person, you know, or write a song, or the changes in the song or the production, like all of it. There's just way more to it than her just like hitting the shit, you know, as a
True.
musician.
Yeah, true. She found a even keel between her and Jack, and just You know, she was just had a straight pocket. You know, I think Dave Grohl was the same with Nirvana.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dave does. You know, he stays in
straight
his
up and down.
pocket. Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
But it goes hard. I mean, it's kind of like with the music today. Like that's something with music today. Like a lot of people, they either love it or they hate it. Like the way hip hop is now, it's like with all the different like more trap singing, like dark sounds to it, and like it reminds me a lot of like the grunge era of rock, but like for hip hop, like where people are being experimental, trying like not just musical shit. They're trying like really weird, glitchy, yelling, like emo almost, like just the
Yeah.
it's like kind of dark, unintelligible, like saying random shit that like doesn't really make sense, but it's still fire, you know?
Yeah, I get that a lot. Occasionally, I'll scroll through TikTok, and that's pretty much. It's funny that we were just talking about that. I swear, I usually find most of these artists that I get excited about because they have no views and they just show up on my timeline, and I'm just like, this is utterly incredible, like utterly incredible.
Well, it's so cool that there's really that power to at least whether the views are real or not, like the interaction seems real, feels genuine. So like just you have that outlet where like before like coming up in like 2011, 12, like you have to get in people's DMs or like tweet your shit and be annoying as fuck or like actually get out there and like give people your CD. Like
Yeah,
there
man.
was no
Wow.
algorithm back then. Like what the fuck?
Mhm.
You pay, get on
This
the
was
front
the
page of
algorithm.
DatPiff. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I got a blog. You want to be on my website? Give me $10. Like why
I
would
paid
you
1,000 to be on live mixtapes type shit.
pay 1,000 for promo on your TikTok post? Like why would you pay a blog these days? Like the reach
Right.
from Facebook and TikTok and all this shit is just
Yeah,
so great. You know?
yeah. You could do a lot with Meta if you do it the right way.
Oh, I've seen success stories, but then it's like,
A lot.
do you want to be the one? It's like the mix of like trying to like have promo but not have it come off as so like you paid for it, like like or
Mm,
something that artists will do is like they'll be like signed and then they'll just sit in their bedroom, pretend like they're like a nobody, and then like their shit goes up, but it's planned
yeah,
from the beginning. It's not.
yeah,
But that's cool. It's like marketing. It's like a strategy because people like that. I think that's why artists are getting so popular on those platforms because it's kind of like we're face to face. Like it's more intimate than like random Instagram posts like of a show coming up or like you have to come out and see me perform and open for somebody. Now it's like, oh, I'm in
yeah.
the bedroom with this artist. Like I actually watched them make this song. Like there's more of like a personal attachment.
More organic, and and TikTok is like their algorithm. The way it's working these days is the stuff that's going crazy is the more phone driven DIY plain take all the smoke and mirrors away and just it's just me, a non plugged in microphone,
Mhm.
and a track, but you're getting the raw intensity of the experience. And if
It's
you could do it the right way, you'll be successful.
it's frustrating as an engineer because we work so hard to like make it sound good
Oh,
in your car, in your headphones, like everywhere. And then people are just listening to like a 30-second clip out of their phone every time.
hmm
Like,
hmm
it's like, damn,
that's gotta be frustrating.
like it's like, fuck it. Like, might as well like get more songs out quicker depending on the artist you are. Because like some people's music is like has to be crafted. Like, it's like where it's actually musical, like more so than like expression. Like I don't know, some like rap music's just like someone expressing themselves for like a minute and a half. Where like some
Yeah,
songs are like, yo, like we're playing this synth here and these drums here, and like they hum the melody like this. I came up with this song, and it's like more of like that kind of music versus you come in, little beat, someone throws it up, they get in the booth, they're done. Like dude's one try in the verse,
yeah.
like you just get the auto tune popping, you get the EQ popping, bounce it out. Sounds good out the phone. It's ready to go. Shoot a video for it. See if people like it. If they really like it, we'll
Mm.
mix it more. And then they'll probably be mad when you put out the real version. They'll be like, "Oh, the other one was so much better." Like I just saw that with that dude BLP Kosher yesterday because he dropped the song he performed live on a
Uh-huh.
stage. He like did an unreleased song that went viral on TikTok. And then the real song came out today, and everyone's like, "I like the live version so much better. It was so much more hype." Like, it's like, no, you guys just have
Well,
demo-itis.
if his PR team is good enough, they'll be able to sell tickets off of that.
Right.
So
Yeah, facts. It's still conversation either way.
yeah. It's like, yo, I gotta go spend 30 to see it the right way.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Get the spin coming in.
Oh.
So what you been working on this like past year? If you got any new projects, anything you've been cooking up that you can tell us about, or is all kind of under wraps right now?
No, there's a couple things I could talk about. I just signed a pub deal with music administration. Um, they've been around for a while. They've done stuff with everybody. They've grabbed the song, grabbed the rights, grabbed the money. They took care of almost some of your favorite records over the last 5-6 years. And I've been fortunate enough to get hit up by them, and made that work and signed with them. And they got a couple things on the table. I'm working on some video game stuff that I hope goes
Like
through.
doing the background music or like title music? Like
Yeah, I got this sync placement working on right now. I'm in like the last stage of it. It's like this.
like AAA
It's for
game
one
or
of
like
my
indie
favorite-
game?
It's a big game. It's coming out soon too. So I'm trying. I'll know in the next. Dude, I'm in like the last couple days deadline of knowing. So
Hey.
it comes out in August. So I'm excited about that. If that goes through, God bless. If
Can
not,
we make can I make a guess? Like it doesn't say the name of the game.
Yeah, I as long as I don't say it, you're okay. Yeah, I could just.
Does the title of the game end in a year number?
Ended a what?
In a like a number of a year? Like just any would it end with a year number?
Possibly.
Okay. I think I have an idea.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one out there. Let the audience read between the lines.
Marinate. Yeah, let that marinate.
That's
'Cause if
awesome
that
though.
goes through,
I was just
if
talking
that
to
goes
someone
through,
about doing
yeah.
something like that. It'd be so sick. Like I
Oh.
always mute the music in those games anyways, but like just to have your own song in it would be sweet. Like
Dude, I was always the guy that muted it until I started to figure out what sync licensing was. Now I pay attention more.
yeah, see what
Because-
songs are getting put in the games.
Yeah, dude, because honestly, man, like there might be some songs in there that you're like, yo, I have the same BPM. It's in C minor.
Beats forever.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, why not submit this pack? So it's like just like doing research,
Is that how you'd
And
say
I
you've been doing most of your like production, like making money recently? Is like through selling your beats that way and like your
Yeah.
product,
Yeah, sync licensing, and just face-to-face stuff. I don't know if you've noticed this or if you've known about it, but I've always been the guy since I started when nobody cared to where now where people are like, oh, you're that guy that makes beats, I've always I've never done a BeatStars page. I've never done an online thing. I just, for me, again, this is not against people who have done it. Make your money, do your thing. Everyone's different in their own path. For me, I like the personable experience. I like knowing.
So that's the only way you'll
where-
sell a beat. You don't even like do an email.
No, unless
You're
it's
trying to
label
link
work.
up. Yeah.
I'm trying to have some sort of relevancy behind the scenes with the artist of some sort.
That's tight.
And I've always been like that, and that's how from Cassidy to Cap to Audie to Kells. Kells one of the first guys to ever tell me my beats were dope. And he, that encouraged me at an early age or at an early age time of my career around 2014. When I was just like, damn, maybe I could do this.
Yeah.
I just needed that. I need to. And it needs to happen more. I'm not trying to promote it and be like, don't go BeatStars, but
Yeah.
Well,
it's like anything. Everyone's got their own lane. It's the best thing about music. Like there is no surefire certain way to do this shit. Everybody
Facts.
has a good way they're good at promoting themselves or of showing themselves or selling their music, whether it's like the only face-to-face. Some guys will like, they're anonymous. Like you don't even know who this dude is. You just buy his beats because they're fire. Like some dudes are
Right.
doing stuff on the internet, Some guys just shoot out emails to everybody, the same beats over and over and over and over and over again, you know?
Yeah, I just get worried with bad business. I
Yeah, like
think if
someone will get pissed, like if the same beat goes out twice. I don't think people.
yeah,
I think that's like, you know, I feel that, but like I think nowadays, like it's 2023, dudes are just like your own beat probably got leaked already without you knowing about it, like, you know, like, or the reuse of
bro,
people's
there's
sounds,
crazy
or
dude, there's crazy shit that's happened. Like I could say this now because it's far past the song coming out, but I'll give you a story that I mean it's not really a story, it's just something I've seen recently. I was on YouTube and I was literally scrolling through my algorithm, obviously, of all the videos I always watch. I watch a lot of live videos from back in the day. And I watch, obviously, I support my friends with like Kells or Doobie or like Jelly Roll or like guys who are out doing their thing right now. And I saw it was like a month ago, there was this video that said, In These Walls, Part 2.
yeah.
And it was the second verse. But the second verse never got released.
Yeah, so it's like a leaked version of the song then?
Right, which at first made me nervous because I'm one of the only ones that had the second verse, but then I listened to it
Yeah.
and I said, "Wait a minute, they re-recorded the vocals to In These Walls before they put it out on the YouTube video in 2020. So they re-recorded the whole song."
Yeah.
And you can tell because I put it side by side with the version I have from 2015 to the version that was leaked, and I'm like, dude, this is way, way, way different.
It's crazy.
You
Like
know what I'm saying?
2015 songs that long in the when that song come out, or is it still didn't come out?
So in these walls was supposed to be on general admission in 2015. This was his sophomore release, major label release to Lace Up. And we couldn't, and the label couldn't clear the sample that I used when I made the original idea, like the demo
Yeah.
before it went to Baze and Slim and Kells. There was a demo that I had made, and I sampled an online version of a live version of the song to this band called Paris, and the label just couldn't clear it. The band was just like still big enough, or I don't know what happened. I just know that it was literally 2 days before the album submission,
Yeah, so
and
they
it
couldn't
was
make the
like
cut.
they pulled the plug, and I'll never forget that day. And it was wild. And then, like I said in the past, you know, COVID happened, and he was dropping all those songs, and we were texting at like 3 a.m. our time here because LA time is you know far back. And I was like, damn, it would be dope if you could drop that in these, or that we called it My House at the time or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, you still got that? And I sent that over. I didn't hear anything for at least, I would say at least 3 weeks. I didn't hear anything,
Yeah.
you know? And then it happened. And then I woke up one day and it was like, it was everywhere. But I could
Hey.
tell it was re-recorded. So back
Yeah.
to what I was saying before, like, I never want, the reason why I said that is because I never want my music to be out there to even be in that scenario to be ripped off or to be sold somewhere else. I get hit up with packs from guys in Europe all the time,
Yeah.
and some of them got the same fucking beats in there.
Yeah, right. People
And I'm
taking
just
shit.
like, yeah, it'll be like loop samples or whatever, like organic loops that these producers make or like
It's just
loop
like out
makers
there
make.
in the wild, you
And
know.
I'm just like, dude, I can't use this. I don't know who has it. So like when I'm selling something or selling a product to a client, you know that I have not given this to anybody else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this came from me in this interaction, and this is where we're at with it. So when you go to put your hard-earned money behind it and promote it,
Yeah.
you know that you'll never get hit with anything legal wise.
Someone taking your song down or something.
Exactly.
Unless we
Man.
got a fucking sample in it. Fuck. Like,
Dude, and
I'm
honestly,
fucked.
man, like
I am so fucked. Like, I feel like any
I'm
beat.
happy you What you have a situation with a sample?
No, it's just like I don't really like. I mean, I can use VSTs. I use them enough, but like
Yeah.
I love like manipulating audio or like resampling things or but that's like
Yeah.
what hip hop and like this type of music was built off of. Like, so it's just like you'll manipulate it enough where it's like original, but like it's still a sample. So like if they
Yeah.
or just like you buy like you said you like I buy drum kits, like I'll buy sound packs, but like some of these sound packs have like samples they stolen them too, and like how the fuck are you supposed to know these days? Like,
Yep.
are one shots like are those grounds depending on what it is or like, you know? So it all just depends
That's
on the
tricky though.
interpretation, you know? It's like what we just got to go full analog. We got to make all our own sounds on our keyboards. Like that's doing too much. I like pulling up the little drum kit and throwing in the loop and making it fire, you know?
Here's the thing, and I'll say this to any up and coming producers that are out there watching this. It's okay to use samples. It's okay to use splice. It's okay to use all these things that everyone's saying, dude, why would you it's a dope beat, but it's a splice beat. Here's the thing. If you can make it your own and know and master the craft of making something your own and manipulating sound like you were talking about and like just getting creative within just one sound, not just the whole beat. Like stick with that one sound until it sounds like something completely left from what you had before. It may be the same pattern, it may be the same melodic gestures, but you gotta like tweak it at least for your own.
Dudes
So
are so grimy now. Like they'll just like open up Ableton. They'll like take a sample and they'll throw it in
mhm.
there, hit the convert to MIDI, and like move 3 notes. It's my own melody now. Like how are you gonna
Yeah,
know? I mean, it's just like
yeah,
computers are so good now, and like the ease of using these programs is just getting easier and easier.
yeah,
But like you still have to like make good beats or what like something somebody likes, you know.
yeah. There's
Have you run into this beat making? Like you make beats you think are super fucking fire, and then
uh,
like you get with an artist, and then they want the one that you're just you like show it to them. You're like I don't know, like, and it's like the one you didn't like as much, but like the one you like handcrafted like for them. They're like I don't know about
yeah.
this one. Like
No, yeah. No, more times than I would like than I would like for that to be the case. Um, I'll go in with an artist and say we have a session or we link up at the studio and I come in with a pack or my hard drive and I'll play like 10 beats and then like I always start off with the ones I curated and it'll always be like the last 4 beats that are just like left field or right field and I'm just like sick. Cool. I'm glad that put you somewhere, but that's not what I heard from your last stuff. But also, that's kind of cool that people are pushing the barrier and want to do different stuff.
I always want to get like artists I like on really weird fucking beats, but like it takes a push for someone to try something really weird, like really different, you know,
Yeah.
and like outside of like the sound they make, you know. But that's just like a me thing. I don't even care if the songs come out or not. I just like, you know, having the songs or the ideas, you know.
See, I like that about you though. It's for you, it's and that shows a little bit more of your production and your musical character too as well because we all have our character in life and our character in our job and what we do for fun and whatever it is, but I like the fact that you do it for the right reasons. You're like, I don't give a fuck if this comes out or not. The fact that the process of me getting you to expand your mind a little bit more is enough for me. See, that's genuine, and I like that. I like that about you, and I wish more people would do that because I've caught myself in that same situation where I'm just like, I'm so focused on the client and make sure that they get the beat and they buy the beat. Sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, the process. Stop what you're doing. The process. How did we get here? What sound got us here? What song got us here? You know, and then having conversations like this. What do you like? What did you grow up on? You
Yeah.
know, stuff like that. Like usually brings out the best in a song. When we did Cassidy King's that song I Can't I did with her
Did that
when
come out?
it came out, yeah, but they took it down because she got out of her deal, I think, with Ray Jr. I don't know what happened with that.
Wonder if it's still on the internet.
It might be.
I think
It
so.
might be.
It's like in the cut.
But before she did this record with me, she was like strictly R&B, soul, like
You should hear the
on
music
some.
we were making when she was making that. It was so none of it ever came out, but it was very different than the stuff she was putting out.
Yeah, like when they came to me with her, I was like, oh, she's on some Jill Scott, some like, okay, we're gonna do some jazzy stuff with her. And I was like, yo, let's do a pop record. Like, we
Yeah.
got time. We lived for 3 days. They flew her out to Orlando to come work with me, and I was living out there. I was like, we got all this time in the studio. Let's just do a record. And we did this record, and it came out. And then, I don't know what happened with it. I don't know why it went away or what happened with it. But
We still got like the YouTube populated, although like I'm saying, the one it generates. So it's got 26K, so it's still up.
That's not bad. This was my first crack at like true female pop, what we call now the Dua Lipa vibe.
Yeah.
That's what I was on with that before, and then obviously, she got with Ben Schigel after we did this record, and they made a song called Professional Smiler.
Yeah.
And then that ended up being the one that she kept in that vibe. But I still take, like we talked about, I still take pride that I was one of the ones to help her push in that direction, the process.
Yeah.
Of opening up her mind a little bit more.
Well, that's like what I was always on too with her. I didn't like, I didn't really like the sound direction when she was doing the other stuff, We were always in her ears about it, like, and she knew, like this was the vibe, like, the type of music she makes now, like, is so good, like, it's so much more her and like authentic, like the pop, the way she like talks about her life more, and than whatever they wanted to do at first, like. I think it all worked out for the better.
Yeah, I think she found herself, in a transition.
Yeah.
And she's doing well now, and I wish her the best. I think I reached out to her last year and said, hey, there was a record that popped up in my folders. I said, can we release this? And she was just like, I don't know. But either which way, I wish nothing but the best for this. This was a fun song in my musical career. I can't lie. This was a fun one. I need to go bump that after I'm done with this too. I'm gonna go listen to it again.
Yeah, I'll drop this link in the chat.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Shout out Cassidy. Shout out her whole new team that I don't know. But
yeah, I haven't seen Cassidy in so long. We always mean to link when she comes in town. I just never lines up,
Yeah. When I come over to work with you and collab, you gotta play me some of those records.
Hell yeah.
Low key, when the cameras are off.
Right.
We can play records that haven't come out.
The super old gems.
Yeah. Yeah, that was some good times, man.
Oh no, which one? There you are.
There we go.
We're live with wavyduder on YouTube and Kick. I hope the stream has been drop frame free and very clean, very clear. I'll find out when we watch it back.
This is definitely fun. This is definitely a really good time. And this one. That's me.
And we're doing this more like interview style, for that, but we could also, I want to do like a producer roundtable where I get a bunch of dudes together and we could talk about whatever, on whatever vibe, like get like 5, 6, 7 guys together or girls that produce music, and you could gossip, talk about your plugins, see where it goes, just have fun, meet a bunch of new people, and because I got the setup, what I'm saying? Like, I got the other side of the room over here, so.
Bro, we have to do that.
So if you're in, I'm keeping a list of people who have told me they're interested, and as I get the amount, it'll be easier to schedule it, and we get in person. I got to set all the mics up and the audio, but it'll be fire,
I'm in, bro. I want to give back to this community so much, bro. Like, anything I can do to help put people on or whatever I can do, I would love to do that. Just let me know when and where, and I'll schedule it in and make time and do it. And I would love to hear the up and coming brains and ears of.
I was just talking to someone about that. Like, I do this shit, and like, I don't know enough dudes that were like my age coming up, like in the city anymore. There's not really. All the platforms are so global now. There's not really much local platform anymore. So, like, if there's a dude from Cleveland, he's on TikTok. He's not looking for the blog or no little, like, local shit, you know? The way we used to promote was more inside the city, you know, when with, like, your focusing your ads and your Instagram and your like, you know, even just being on the street versus now people just upload to everybody, you know? Instead of chasing shows and chasing, like, you know, mixtapes and shit. It's just so different.
Yeah, it's a different world these days, man. Like, I can only name 2 producers that I keep an eye on in the city that I really, really think once they find their lane of how to really elevate. And they already know that they have my number whenever they need help. I'm there. And that's... I think you know both of them. MD Trey.
Yeah.
And Jay Pre.
Yeah, I'm hip to both of them.
These are 2 guys that I hope the best for, and I can't wait to see what they do, and I hope that they elevate in music and keep going with it, because their sound sometimes is wild, man. Their ear is crazy, you know.
Hey, what's this from?
This is that's the Billboard plaque for the MGK song for the Tickets to My Downfall album. That was a
52 million streams, #1 album. Nice.
Yeah. It's almost double platinum.
Let's give wavyduder a follow. Let's follow him on all platforms.
DM me, ask any questions. I'm always available. No one runs my shit. I run my own shit. I love talking to people.
Yeah, give him a DM. You know, you heard some of the tunes, you heard some of the opinions. Now get in there. Let's make some music.
Yeah. This kid, can I answer this real quick while I'm on here? This kid's blowing me up. He's a big artist named he's named Sponty. Hold on one second. He's blowing my phone up, asking me if I'm in LA. And I'm not.
Yeah, are you in the studio right now?
No, I'm actually on a podcast right now. I'm live on a podcast.
Save this, man.
Yeah, then you probably shouldn't. I'll call you right when I'm done, or text me. All right, you okay though? All right, cool. I'll call you back. Okay. Bye. Love you too. Bye. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Bad For You, Lights Out, featuring Blossom Reynolds. My first time ever co-directing a music video. This kid has an album coming out this year that is about to just do numbers. I mean, this kid is adamant on his sound. He switched a lot of stuff up, and this kid Blossom right here that features on it is probably one of the most talented guys I've ever had the chance to work with. I didn't know much about him before the single, before they collabed, but I am a fan now, and I know he's moving soon, and I wish him luck on the West Coast, because I think he's...
Is he from here?
Yeah, he's from here. This kid, he's just got that star power in him, man. He's just got this it, you know what I'm saying? That when he talks or when he sings, you're glued, you know? And I'm stoked to see what he does. He's a really good writer, and an even better artist. So these two together was a home run. I'm really stoked to see what they both do this year. I know Michael, I've heard, because I managed Bad For You. His name's Mike. I've heard the three new singles, and if you're a fan of like Dayseeker, Bring Me the Horizon, The Neighborhood, like shit like that, that's the sound that's coming back. So I'm excited about his project for sure.
Yeah, it's like a throwback.
Yeah, it feels like 2004 Warped Tour.
With some modern touches, you know, you had some modern touches in there, like the little hi-hats, 808 a little bit.
Yep. I co-produced this with a guy named Evan McCleaver. Evan writes for like Jelly Roll. He's wrote for bigger bands in this scene, big rock bands. We co-wrote this one together.
Dude, Jelly Roll. Dude, that's fire.
Man, what a come up. I'm so
fire.
excited to see it live. He's coming in August. I haven't seen him in probably 3 years. I can't wait to just see it live.
You ever try to like mess with any other artists in that lane, like more in his lane?
There was a point when I was living in Orlando that I was gonna work with Upchurch.
No, that would have been super cool.
Yeah, I think we still might drop a couple, but you know, we got.
So you guys got records? Like you guys actually?
Yeah. There's records.
See, you got to show me that.
Yeah, there's records with Church. I have beats that I have a folder for Struggle that I put aside. There's a song that a beat I put aside for Caitlin Curtis, who's Struggle's artist, who was on tour with her.
Like Struggle Jennings, that his name?
Yeah.
So you work with artists in their lane, dude. They do pretty good numbers and sales, like so.
Oh yeah,
there people like that shit.
Like Doobie from Columbus, he's in that whole mix with like they know Yellow Wolf and you know Doobie's one of the biggest artists to ever come out of Columbus, and I'm excited for his glow up this year because he's dropping a project that's next level too. I just talked to his manager Highlight the other day. Shout out Highlight. Such a good dude, such good people. Every person I just mentioned, just good people.
Yeah.
You know, no dickhead shit, no qualms, no nothing, just
no egos.
Straight up great Southern mentality, man. All of them. I'm trying to think what else I could tell you about.
Shit.
Oh, this song right here. So this is a guy named Cardinal from Virginia Beach. I was on tour with YBN Namir and Lil Uzi and Ty Dolla $ign and that whole G-Eazy tour. And he came out to my hotel in Virginia Beach. We had a day off and we were working on records. And obviously you saw my boy Skates on there. We got Skate on the record. And this barn, dude, this party was everything you see right now in this. Imagine it times 10. This house party was off the hook, bro. I mean, everybody was there. From, you know, I had my family in there. Skate was there. That's DJ Dobbs. I think Audie's people was there. I think
there's
Bill,
Beamer right there. I see Beamer right there.
Yeah, Burr was there. I think EV popped up at one point. I mean, everybody was here, bro. That was a rager, and that was the whole thing of the party, though. I'm happy that it captured a little bit of it, you know. Yeah, there's Burr, Skate, Burr. Yeah, that's in a barn at an undisclosed location that I can't name. But we literally got all those people there day of. And it was, dude, this was nuts. Yeah, that really happened. More of that happened after the shoot. My boy Dale's in there. Some strippers. Man, good times, dude.
Where
yeah,
are
that
you
record
at?
came about.
Why are you in this shit? Where the fuck are you?
I was more focused. It's crazy. I don't think I have one shot in there. I was more focused on the shots getting right. I didn't co-direct it, but I was more of like making sure
Yeah, I
that
know what you
everything
mean.
was getting done. And then obviously when the camera was off, there's a picture on my IG of me chugging a bottle of Hennessy. That was post video cut, you know, and
Right, you were working.
we got yeah, we didn't. No one left that place until like 7 in the morning. I mean, we watched the sun come up from that bitch. That was by far one of my favorite nights I've ever had in the city of Cleveland, ever. Just because of the organicness of what happened with it. You know, and Cardinal didn't know anybody out there, so it was just like all our homies. And obviously, he flew skating from LA, and that's my boy Dale. That was the Hennessy before I finished it. There's
Hey,
me.
there you are.
There we go. I got one.
Gotta
Okay,
get
I
one
got one
shot.
Cammy. I got one in there.
Just sneak him in.
But yeah, man, it's just, you know, there was no treatment to that. That was, hey, what are we doing? I got a guy with a barn. I got a cell phone full of numbers. Let's figure it out.
Just some real life shit.
And that's what we did, you know. And I challenge people to do that more. There's so many untapped places here in the city, man.
Dude, I know. I'm looking for something fire, like
Let's see what I
property.
got in there. My little nephew playing drums on a record, co-directing. Trying to think what else is there. If you go down more, there's some gems in there that I've never talked about. Lollapalooza.
What's going on here?
I think there's a picture of me and Matthew McConaughey on there,
Shit, that was loud.
which is so random. He was shooting that White Boy Rick movie here, and I was at a party with Kels, and I ran into him, and he was just super down to take shots. There's that Hennessy picture I was talking about.
Hey, from
That
the
was
video.
post-credit cutscene. Yeah, that was that video. That bottle got demolished. Yeah, there's Matthew McConaughey. Such a random picture in there, man. But
Right.
yeah, good people. There's me in Amsterdam with Slim and them, Slim Kells and all them. Me with Quavo randomly. That was wild. I don't know how that picture came about. I didn't get that picture or take it or know that it was existing. That's me and I forget who that. Yeah, that's me and Quavo right there. I forget who that guy is on the far right though. And this was just torn years and random stuff. Oh, Michael Connor. Shout out my guy Connor. He's another one that I'm just
You
so
guys got
excited
any
to see what
songs?
happens. We tried a couple in the past. I think we just talked the other day actually. I congratulated him. He got married recently. We're gonna get in the studio and do some stuff soon.
Nice.
There's gonna be some stuff. Speaking of MGK right there, where's that guy that was talking all that MGK
Dude,
stuff?
I
Is he in
know,
this
right?
chat?
He's ducking. Hold on, I'm about to
Tell me he's here, bro. I need to talk to this dude. Call this dude, bro. I need 5 minutes with that guy.
You see on your chat, you got the general chat. I tagged him.
Oh, let me see
You
real
could
quick.
text
Hold
at
on.
him down there.
Hold on, let me look at the general chat.
Right. Exactly. We got the chat.
What?
What
are people saying?
We got the chat asking where this dude's at. We need him to pull up.
Where is this dude, bro?
He's scared. I told you he was ducking. He's ducking it. But
where's he? Is this him? WYT?
No, this is someone watching the show. They're fucking with the show, but we can't. Oh yeah, WTNB. Yeah, that's him right there. Mr. What's the next bet? Like, where's he at?
Where are you at, bro? Where are you at, fam? Let's talk. Let's see if he comes in.
Why is it your name is like W dot dot dot? Oh, did you do that on purpose? Is that like what it is? I was so
What, me?
confused. Yeah, yours is W dot 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 on here.
I don't know why they did that. I just got my actual name. They wanted me to convert it from wavyduder 2323.
Oh
to
yeah, they
just
got rid of the
wavyduder.
numbers. Yeah, they probably just did you dirty.
So I did that, and that's probably what they did. Where is this dude, bro? We need
He's
this guy in
scared.
here.
He's scared.
What is his Instagram? I will call this dude on Instagram right now. Because they had such a good conversation. Like, there was such a good talk with Bully that I would just love to have that same conversation and see his viewpoints.
Right. Me too. I'm trying to see too.
What's his name on the gram? Is that his name on the gram?
No, I'm about to send it to you.
Okay, cool. Try to keep it undisclosed.
Right, I'll be able to hear it through your mic if you did. It'd be funny.
Let me see. I'm waiting for you to send it.
Here, I got you.
I just want to hear his viewpoints, man.
Putting it in Gen, so you'll see it in there, like a photo of it.
Where is it at? It's in Jan. Let's look in Jan.
Right now. Yeah, you gotta call him.
Jan.
We're about to get the call going. See if you get the decline. I'm here for it. Yeah, with Discord, it's cool. Like, we could always get, like, Bully in here, whoever. We can do whatever online. Pull as many people in.
He is. Let's see if I can call him. Boom, call. No answer. Hold up. Where you at, fam?
Right. Damn, he got that shit on the fucking auto off.
Yo. He just posted an hour ago, too. Where you at, bro? Come on. I'm gonna follow this dude, too. Jump in Discord.
Right.
Let's talk. Imani said just call him.
I just don't know if
Do you
you'll
think
hear
he'll
him through my.
answer?
I don't think you'll be able to hear him through my microphone. Maybe if I call him
But
on.
if he answers, just be like, yo, jump on. I don't need to hear him. At least he'll just hear you say it.
We'll give him a few minutes. I'm gonna play. I think I ran out of all the songs that I pulled up. I had to have more. I think I had like 2 more. Let's see.
Dan, did you see that Cuddy just canceled Moon's Landing?
What, the show or like an album?
Yeah, he canceled it because the city wouldn't approve it to be outside.
I thought they were gonna do it at the field house.
Yeah, that's what he goes. I know you guys wanted an outdoor festival, and so did I, but the city wouldn't approve it. But instead of canceling the whole thing, I decided to do it at an arena because I still wanted to bring something cool. And you guys, and I know you guys weren't feeling it. Don't even trip. So he said his ticket sales were probably low because they didn't want it in the arena, and no one was buying tickets, so he just X'd it.
Damn, even the arena one's canceled now?
Yeah, we canceled
Damn.
the whole thing. This was like 20 minutes ago.
Damn.
And honestly, I feel him. He's such a big name in the city that you don't want to fail at something.
Yeah.
In this day and age, you can't really buy that type of event to be successful. So just call him Did he answer your phone call or no?
Hell no.
This dude's ducking, bro. I can't wait to see him pop in on another one of your shit. I'm literally waiting for your text the next.
Dude, so yeah, this is like a more planned stream. So if I'm just like live and we're in the chat, just pop up in there and pull up on a random day. Like fuck it.
Yeah.
Discord's cool. You just open your phone or your computer and you're in. You know, you're in here now. So.
Yeah. Is he on too? Is he not on? He's not on. Man, this kid, bro. Well, as long as he keeps that same energy.
Yeah, if he's not coming, I think it's because he's actually busy doing something rather than like.
Okay, I'll give him that.
Because he told me he had something going on today, so I'll give him that. I'm not gonna totally flip the narrative on him. I won't say what he would say, but
it happens. Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, maybe he'll come before you hop off. Cause I'm down to go till like whenever.
Yeah, I don't have anything going on until. I mean, I think I have a good half hour left. To be honest with you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm
'Cause
playing this Escape Phase Jackson right now.
Yeah. Love that record.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. It's kind of old, man. Fucking, it's cool finding like old music, like, you know, when it's like it's new to me, you know.
I love that too. I do love going back into people's archives.
You got any other songs you want me to show or you want to talk about?
Trying to think if I have. Let me look. Hold on. Let me see if I have any unreleased shit that I can play.
Yeah, if you, I'm pretty sure if you drop a file into the general, if I play it, it'll broadcast out. I'm pretty sure. It might not. If it doesn't, I'll figure it out in like 2 seconds. I'll just have to like save it and play it off like a media player.
Let's see what I got. Do. Jesus. Ooh, I could play this record. This is an unreleased Bad For You skate song that is going to end up probably being on this album, but we were going to put it as a single, but we're not going to because it doesn't mesh. To just drop it in the gen?
Yeah, yep.
Living for the moment till it dies off. Schoolboy Q, collard greens was life, bro. Kick it with the G's. We belong up in a psych ward. Bright forest, infinite beaches, growing pains, mistaken teaching. All I ever wanted was to feel alright. I live my life, I live it right. Baby, keep it simple.
You just gotta do it off your computer because off your phone won't work. It's stupid. You just drag and drop it like a message and hit enter.
It's making me save it to my computer first.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That sound?
What?
You get it?
Did you post it in Gen?
Yeah.
I don't see it in there.
forgiveness from non-believers, but I believe my rhymes could change a nation. We like the house on Crystal Lake, not a drown.
Like I just put something random in there. You see, it's posting right now. You see it.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me see it.
So you just like drag it where it says message in there, and then you just hit enter. There you go.
There it is.
All right, let's see if it'll play right off Discord. Okay, it does, but I want to be able to mix your voice while we play it. So I just have to save it real quick.
And eventually this one will come out. I wanted to hear, at least give some sort of snippet of something I don't have right now.
Okay. All right, I'm about to have the song on. All right, so what's this song? Who's this? What's this track?
This is Bad For You, featuring Skate.
All right, it's playing now.
Cool. I'm curious your opinion on this one. I'm gonna finish chugging this beer.
Man, I think I fucking lost it. I could spend 7 days in a coffin. I'm trying to dig out of the ground now, but I've been feeling so exhausted. You know I'll always stay high, and you can tell your friends all about it. Don't you look at me with sad eyes. I turn this fucking place to a much better. 17 lines, and I'm thinking I'll be alright. Paranoid lies, now it seems on a hard time. Nowhere for me to run. Losing you is just my luck. Where did I go wrong? I've been in my head without you. Struggling on the floor and there is no one I can talk to. I wanna hear your voice again, but you're not answering the phone. Maybe we were meant to be alone. Now I'm wasting time without you. Whoa, wasting time without you. Whoa, shit, yeah, skate. Can't lie, I'm wasted. This shit's been complicated. Stuck in a matrix. I'm running out of my patience. That's in the past, so let's leave it. Those things I said, I don't mean it. High on your love, I'm feeling. Whoa, I can't let you go. Where did I go wrong? I've been in my head without you. Struggling on the floor and there is no one I can talk to. I wanna hear your voice again, but you're not answering the phone. Maybe we were meant to be alone. Now I'm wasting time without you. Whoa, wasting time without you. Whoa.
Hell yeah, that's got like you know, that same type of vibe to it. But it's still like modern. It's got like the modern touches, like the hip hop, like the verse, you know, and then the choruses are a real throwback. But I have to ask, is there someone playing drums on that, or is that like the drummer production stuff? I'm just curious because it's like hard to tell nowadays.
It's funny. The other ones you heard
Mm-hmm.
are me actually playing when it comes to Bad For You.
The not this one, but the other one we listened to.
The Lights Out and the other stuff is all me actually.
That's
playing
fire.
drums. This one was programmed drums.
It's like I like the other ones. I like. I mean, they did seem like not, you know, the same, but like it wasn't bad though. I like it still. It's still good. Yeah. It's still really good. The samples are really good. A lot of, I mean, it's even like guys that play live, they'll still put samples over their actual hits sometimes. So like, you know, it's still real, but it's like, you know, enhanced. So like, yeah, and it doesn't really matter. You know, it's interesting. Like, that's another thing about that kind of music now. No one's a band anymore. It's all solo artists. Like, and for me personally, as a fan of music, I just like, I hate seeing like rapper names on songs like that because I wish it was a band. Like Like I always
Yeah.
came up wanting like, but it makes sense because like there's probably a lot of dudes like me that wanted to be in a band, but it's so hard to find a drummer, guitarist, a bassist to record the shit, to do it, like get everyone to pay, to deal with the money you can bring in and split it 4 ways. Dude's just like, fuck that. I'm gonna do everything and just be a solo artist.
Exactly.
But like the band,
That's
like
how I got here.
we
That's how
gotta
I got to where I'm at.
we gotta bring boy bands back too. Like that used to be popping
Ooh.
too. Like that is like, you know what I'm
Man.
saying? Like bring it back
Boy
all
bands
the way
used to be that
back.
shit.
Run it
Yeah.
back. You know what I'm saying?
Boy bands were that shit, man.
Yeah, so I just wish all artists that make music like that like would just be a band. But that's like me, you know, like even if you're a solo artist, just name yourself like a band. You know what I mean? Cuz like sometimes, you know, like they'll name themselves more like a solo artist than a band, like, you know. Or like
It's
but that's just like a weird niche thing I feel about it, you know, just as like someone who
Oh.
likes that kind of music and things like when I was telling Brian this, like when I listen to an album and it says a feature on it, I always skip. Just when I see the little FT, like I'm skipping the song. Like you're better off if it's just your name and like you're there on the song and the credits in the album credits somewhere, like on the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Which was funny because Brian had a song with a feature on it that didn't say the feature on it. I had no idea, and I was like, oh, you know.
Oh yeah, that's Euphoria.
Yeah, I had no idea, but like he didn't put
Yeah.
featuring in it, so I didn't skip it. If it would have had featuring, I
Yeah.
probably would have skipped it, and I gave the song a chance, you know?
Yeah, that was what I was saying. The first time I came there was with his other homie from Crib Collective, and literally that beat was going to be for both of them, and then he was just like, "No, leave this for Bully's record. It's all good. We got more."
Dude, I'm
And
trying to
then
get
he
them
kept
all on a
reminding me.
show. That'd be tight, like all at the same time.
Oh man, I'm going to their release show for their album next week.
Yeah, I think the album came out like a couple days ago.
Yeah, they're doing
Kind
that
of-
B-side thing next week. I think I'm gonna pull up to that. I think
Nice.
I love Coventry. It's my home away from home, so anytime I have a reason to go out there and get fucked up, I will. So
Get the party going. I haven't been down there in a long
Ooh.
time.
Man, such good times. I've had some of my best times down there. Did this kid pop in the chat yet?
No.
This is dope. Good looks, Imani.
You know Imani Bates, right? Cavaliers legend already before he even dribbled a ball for us. We got him in the draft. He was in high school. He was the next Kevin Durant.
Oh, I mean, I'm not familiar. Oh, we just got him in this year's draft?
Yeah, well, it was like a late pick, you know. Like
Yeah.
there was some drama there, you know, I guess.
Welcome to the city, bro.
Right. Well, that's not actually him. That's just the dude's name in the chat. He's like shouting him
I
out.
thought it was him. I was like, yo, welcome to the city.
No, that's just the homie in the chat. We always got
man.
funny
I can't believe
names.
that kid's ducking me, bro. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, well, like I said, we could always pull up and get him popping
I can't
anytime
wait.
he's in here.
I'm gonna send you my number, and you're just gonna text me like, "Yo, bro, homie's in here." I'm putting Discord.
I'll be like, I'm
I'll put it
live
on-
on fucking Kick right now. I'm gonna go live on Kick, so we could even bypass YouTube's rules.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm downloading Discord on my phone. Wherever I'm at, I'm pulling up.
Right, just pop the earbud in, turn the cam on, like I'm here.
Dude.
Like,
Heard you were looking for me, bro.
where you at, bro?
Where you at, bro?
Come on, bro. Where you at, bro?
Oh,
I like hearing
man.
this style of music though, like, cause like I don't really listen to a lot of rap music these days. I'm always listening to weird shit, so
Me neither, man.
I
Me
like
neither.
hearing this like kind of crossover music, you know, where it's like I still like rap music. I'm just not listening to a lot of it, and we're
Yeah.
very inspired right now by it. Even like cooking up
I like-
beats, I haven't been doing as much like rap beats and stuff recently. Like just been trying to make sound, and I actually just been cataloging my old beats. I just started doing that, so just like
I love that.
just trying to find inspiration, you know, and
You'll
like
find it.
come up with
'cause
some
you're
new
always
shit.
ahead of the time. You're always years ahead of the times. I'm telling you. With every producer, I find out they're always years ahead. And going back through old shit and categorizing it always makes a world of difference.
I got computers back from like 2012. I'm going that deep. Even if we have to resample it, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe the beat's
I love
fire.
that.
Throw it in the Edison, give it a little EQ and flip and reverse and
Yeah.
get it popping. Might be fire.
I gotta ask you something. So while we're on the topic of Edison and resampling and VSTs and presets, are you